She drained the town's only emergency fire water tower. In the middle of a drought. Why? Because the color of the tower clashed with her HOA's aesthetic. I couldn't believe it until the fire marshal called me, panicked, screaming, "Where's the water? We've got embers." I froze. My stomach twisted. This can't be happening. The sky above Hickory Bend had been dry and orange for weeks, thick with the scent of pine and potential disaster. Everyone knew the risks. Everyone except Karen Delaney, self-appointed president of the Whispering Oaks HOA, reigning tyrant of ornamental bushes and passive-aggressive newsletters. Karen hated that water tower. Claimed it was an eyesore from her second-story yoga nook. So, she hired a crew, forged the fire district's signature, I kid you not, and had the entire reservoir quietly drained and rerouted to irrigate the community's rose gardens. Yeah. You read that right. I'm Jackson Harlow, veteran, diesel mechanic, and the only reason Whispering Oaks didn't turn into a bonfire that afternoon. I first caught wind something was wrong when I saw a city worker storm into Karen's front yard, shouting, "Who authorized the shutoff at Station 9? Karen waved him off like a waiter bringing the wrong salad. "Don't raise your voice, sir. This is private property." My gut told me to check it out. I headed to Station 9 and nearly dropped to my knees. The tower stood bone dry. Bone dry. Not a drop left. I stared at it, heart pounding like a jackhammer, then jumped in my truck and floored it back to my place. I don't just fix tankers, I own 6 of them. Old military beasts. Decommissioned, but fully functional. Just in case. And thank God I kept them in shape. By the time I got back on scene with 2 of them loaded and rolling, smoke had started creeping down the hills behind us. A brush fire, sparked by lightning the night before, was crawling fast, hissing and crackling like some hellish animal. When the HOA board saw the flames, they panicked. "Karen." She screamed at me, "You can't just roll in with THOS Ethos ugly trucks. You'll ruin the grass. Lady. We're about to lose the whole neighborhood, and you're worried about the grass." But this is where the twist hit harder than a slap from Karma herself. As firefighters arrived, confused, under-equipped, and furious about the missing water, one of them recognized the permit that Karen had submitted. He squinted at the signature and whispered to another guy, "That ain't Chief Donnelly's handwriting." Things moved fast after that. The fire was diverted barely thanks to my tankers and a whole lot of prayers. The trucks emptied every gallon they had, creating a wet perimeter while the fire crews finally caught up. We saved 18 homes. But not Karen's prized rose garden. That sucker went up like it owed the flames money. Later that evening, the sheriff came to my shop. He asked if I'd be willing to testify. Testify? Oh, I had pictures, logs, even a time-stamped voicemail from one of Karen's landscapers bragging about the new water supply. She'd not only committed fraud, but had forged a county signature on a public safety document. That's felony-level stupidity. Karen tried to spin it, of course. Claimed it was a clerical error, that she didn't know the tower was active. But we all knew. Everyone in town had gotten the emergency notice 2 months ago, including her. I saw her rip it up in front of me at the last HOA meeting. And the lawsuit? Oh yeah. The county filed one instantly. The HOA board turned on her like a pack of rats jumping off a burning ship. Homeowners demanded her removal. Someone even egged her Range Rover the next morning, not saying it was me, but I was up early. 2 weeks later, Karen was sitting in court, silent, sunburned, and seething. The judge called her behavior reckless endangerment of the highest order. Her defense team tried to stall, claimed her HOA bylaws overrode municipal signage. The whole courtroom laughed. She lost her position, her reputation, and wait for it, her house. She had to sell it to pay damages, attorney fees, and a portion of the emergency response cost. I heard she moved to Arizona. Without an HOA. Poetic, ain't it? So yeah, when Karen drained the fire water tower, she didn't just mess with plumbing. She triggered a full-scale emergency and uncovered a trail of fraud and forged signatures that landed her in civil and likely criminal court. You never know who's watching. And you never, ever, drain the town's lifeline for aesthetics. Like Justice Stories with a Twist? Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more HOA karma explosions.